So now what is that internal resistance of a cell? So obviously we know that. Let's consider this is a conductor, and for this conductor you're applying some external voltage. So this is nothing but obviously this external voltage means obviously this is what we call as the EMF. Yeah, so it will just provide the energy continuously. Yeah, so which will make sure that there is a flow of current through this circuit. So that is nothing but electromotive force, which is the energy spent by that your external source. Yeah, so now this external source is also having some internal resistance, although we can say that the current is going to flow from this positive charge to the negative charge, but inside this your cell, yeah, inside the cell obviously you can say that the current has to flow from this negative to positive, from low potential towards a high potential. So it has to overcome that resistance also. Yeah, so the resistance offered by, let's say, for that electrolyte solution, yeah, so definitely which has to overcome, so that is what we call as a internal resistance. Yeah, so each source of your EMF is having some value of your internal resistance. It is having some internal resistance. If you heard that your electrolytic cell, so there are two terminals, two, you can say that those rods, that is nothing but what we generally say anode or cathode. Yeah, so on one rod we can say positive charge builds, on another rod negative charge builds. Yeah, and then what you can say that, so which is responsible for your development of potential, and then if you connect it some external wire, so then there is a flow of current. But definitely each electrolyte solution is having some value of internal resistance, which depends which electrolytic solution you are taking, what is the resistance of that, yeah, how much you are inserting those electrodes inside that your electrolyte solutions. So all this parameter will decides the value of your internal resistance. Yeah, so this is the resistance offered by electrolyte of a cell to the flow of current between electrode is nothing but the internal resistance of the cell. Yeah, so we have seen that the potential difference, so the potential drop across the terminals. Yes, so this is the potential drop. So simple, if I consider this is the external resistance, and at the same time, so there is a EMF which I am showing, and it is having some internal resistance. So this is the external resistance. So this EMF, you can say that, so this external, that potential is V, and the potential across this internal resistance. So this is how we can write it down. Yeah, so the same thing which I have shown over here. So this E, you can write it down V plus VR. So V is equals to IR plus I into R. So then again further I into, that is R plus R. So this is E. So EMF upon that is R plus R is equals to I. Yeah, so this is how we can write it down, the value or the formula for your I for this particular case. Yeah, so let's say consider the first question. For driving a current of 3 ampere for 5 minutes in electric circuit, 900 joule of work is to be done. Find the EMF of the source in the circuit. Yeah, so you have to just find the EMF of the source in the circuit. Yeah, so that we will consider now. So in this case we have to find the EMFs. So and EMF we have seen that, which is E, work done per unit charge. So I is equals to Q upon T. So I, that is a 3 ampere, Q upon T, that is a 5 minutes. So 3 into 5 into 60 is equals to Q, that is a 900 coulomb is equals to Q. So EMF is equals to 900 joule upon 900 coulomb. Yeah, so which is your E is equals to 1 volt. So similarly, yes, so this is what we can say over here. So this is again an interesting graph. So that is what we can say about, that is a Y is equals to mx plus C, EMF minus IR is equals to your potential difference. So we can write it down, that is a E, that is EMF, that is what we know. Yeah, so from this graph, so this E is nothing but your intercept, yeah, intercept on the y-axis, and this is the slope. Yeah, so this is nothing but the slope. So the slope is nothing but the internal resistance. Yeah, so from this slope also you can get the value for your internal resistance over here. So